Hello and welcome to Jim's EV Adventures. I'm Jim and we're going from point A to point B. Today we're going to talk part 2, My Bolt Has Problems. And let's summarize what happened in part 1. The first thing that happened was my 12-volt battery died. I replaced the battery and then I started having problems with things like Super Cruise, cruise control, Wi-Fi, OnStar, all those things that turned out to have to do with the telematics control unit. I went back to the purchasing dealership where I bought the car, and they told me that it would be sometime in December before they could get me in to see me, so I made an appointment with a more local dealership here in the county where I live, and took it in about 4 or 5 days later. And they did the diagnosis on it. Based on that diagnosis, they told me that that part was on back order. I told them that I would use my extensive connections, and I did find one in California, placed that part on order. While all this is going on, I decided to take it into a third dealership for a second opinion, if you will. They told me that I needed to drop the car off for 2 to 3 days, and it would take them that long to get to it and do a diagnosis. And I told them, no, thank you. I then got a call from the California dealership where I'd ordered the part. They asked me for my vehicle identification number and informed me that, guess what, this part doesn't work with your car. That's all what I talked about in part 1 of this problem series of videos. The California dealership called me and told me again that the part was wrong. It did not fit the bolt. So that's when I really took a nosedive. I'm still very frustrated with General Motors, and I will be until this problem is resolved. So in that frustration, I called the EV concierge, and guess what? They were closed. So I had to wait until Monday, where I did finally call them. And I gave them the 2 part numbers that I had, the one that the dealership gave me and then the one that I found as a used part. And they did some research. Turns out that the part number changed mid-production cycle in January, February 2023. So the older part number is wrong, and the part number that the dealership in the second dealership gave me was the correct part number. And that correct part number is 85133044. It's called the GM-F module. It is listed on the GM database as only working in Cadillac. So if you need one, guess what? It's going to be made for a Cadillac CT6. Did they name that part right? I wonder. Anyway, I'm still awaiting the refund from the dealership that took my money and told me that it was the wrong part number, because when I called them back to get it, they'd already used it in another car. So that's failure number 5 on the part of General Motors and all their dealership networks. So as of the end of 3 weeks, here at the end of part 2, I have placed an order through another General Motors dealership, and it will arrive somewhere during the probably second week of December. It is still on back order, but they told me they have a shipment coming in on the 8th of December. So, part 2, in summary, the frustrations continue, no parts are available, money needs to be refunded, and General Motors and their dealerships are just messing up all over the place. But we're going to get the problem resolved, and it may take another month knowing the way General Motors is working at this point in time. So, with that in mind, I want to tell everybody to have a happy Thanksgiving weekend. And I'll see you guys on the other side sometime with part 3 of the continuing saga of the Bolt. See you all later. Please do remember to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Those actions will promote the channel throughout YouTube, and that is a big help. Ring the notification bell if you want to know when I've uploaded something new. Remember to treat everyone with kindness, put a smile on your face, help someone today, and pay it forward when someone does the same for you. Again, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you all real soon, or somewhere along the route from point A to point B. Take it easy, everybody.